Charlie 100. Okay, we have bike teams 4, 5, and 6 that are available. It'll take them a few minutes to make their way around since they're south of that. So when you can, bike team 4, 5, and 6, please meet me just south of the south gate of City Hall. Bike team 16, we're in route. We're trying to make it to the side of Gordon Chestnut. Yeah, just take 13th Street or 15th Street. 4, 5, and 6, and also I 39. You got another bike team that can help me out here. Right on the corner of Broad to Chestnut on the east side. I'm starting to lose the gate here. I need to push this crowd out. People get shoved into it instead of zip over. We're going to have to set up and push everybody out. We close 1X. Also, make their way. Maybe the best way to do it is go off the sidewalk to just down. See that underneath the rubber.
Get up there, Tony. Tony, get there. Oh my
Traveler, get up! You being able to find ways to win in multiple ways. You know, we've been able to be dominant on the ground, and we've been able to be efficient in the pass game and do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. You know, and I think over the course of our year, you guys have heard me say, just because we don't doesn't mean we can't. And when you hear a statement like that, I think it always comes down to what is your mission and why are you doing this? I'm doing it to win. You know, I do it to win. This team approaches it just to do the same thing, and that's what it's about. You know, I'm not going to look back at anything and remember anything that someone said about me or an opinion that was had. I'm going to think about the championships that we won.
Jalen, was there a moment in that game when it kind of becomes like, I'm over here. Let's make a statement here. Like, we're doing this to one of the best teams, best franchises in recent memory?
No.
No.
No. It's about us. It's about us and how we approach things, and it's never getting too high, never getting too low, and just processing it. You know, you got to be able to use these experiences that you've had in the past because they're all formative for the future. And I think we've been able to do that. I think we've been able to do that. So I give a lot of credit too, man. I think just from a chemistry standpoint, that all those Georgia guys and all the familiarity we have on our team, how their defense plays, they've had that continuity for a very long time. And so I think they've been able to carry that on from Georgia to Philly. And honestly, the same thing on offense, being able to build off of prior relationships and be all in on this one thing, you know. And I know Saquon's new to the bunch, but we've all watched him play throughout his college career. We've always known the type of player he is, the best back of our time. And let's put it all together. Put it all together.
Hey, Jalen, David Andrade with Tico Sport. We saw you having a moment with your family.
Super Bowl champions. What do you like with your family and everything to enjoy this Super Bowl championship?
Yeah, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. You dream about these moments as a little kid, and you know, it's just amazing to have your family and friends, and especially your family, you know, been with me through it all, the ups and the downs, and here we are, world champs.
And it completes with the team effort defensively the entire game. With your kind of great advantage over the defense, what's so great about the game plan?
Man, big shout out to the defense. They came out and set the tone. We don't win that game without them. And you know, offense, we came out, had a game plan. You know, we knew that, you know, the focus was going to be on the run game, and we took advantage of it. We took advantage of it in the pass game. Jalen came out, played big, and we took a team effort. So coaches, everyone in the Eagles organization.
¡Montoya! 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 ¡Montoya!
Trophy.
So it was gratifying for you to be able to win the Super Bowl, you know, in your first year with your new team.
I mean, yeah, it took 7 years to get here. Some up and downs, some injuries, but coming here and being part of this team, I remember the first time we were in the huddle, and you know, I looked to my left and looked to my right, and you see all the Pro Bowlers and all the All-Pros on that roster and on that offense. And the defense, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know we were gonna have number one defense. It kind of makes sense now because with all the talent that we had, they gave us hell in practice and camp. But you know, it's a team effort. So just year one, and you know, why not start our dynasty now?
Talk about the group you got with yourself, with Jalen Hurts, Devonta Smith, A.J. Brown, your entire offensive line, a lot of talent on offense, and you're fulfilled with the Super Bowl championship.
Yeah, a lot of talent, but the beauty of this team is, you know, we all want to see each other succeed. And when you have, you know, all those guys and all those superstar names, and
Field 19, be advised, my boy Chestnut. I'm at the board radio. The words are something like open this up. We got any version of any kind of push from out of this area. Because the people are here, they're not going anywhere. You're doing all right now, but it's not going back. So please stop. Here, on the corner of Chestnut, on the east side of the street. We still got plenty of room south on Wall Street. We got room south on Market Chestnut.
All right, watch this. Here comes some fireworks going on.
This is all stuff in the middle. So, look at the car forward. Do you want the entire state police package from South Pennsylvania, Fort Chestnut? And there's people moving on right now. Crowd's stable, man. They're here. We got plenty of room with South Florida. I'm seeing large gaps in the crowd. We're fine right now. All right, thanks, Commissioner.
2201, we have several people overtaking the transfer and conference at 15 to
right, large groups on track. It was like Cuban Square, southeast corner. Field 19, be advised, I'm at Warren Chestnut. I'm at the Blood Radio. Charlie 9. Charlie 9. Charlie 9. Charlie 9. Charlie 9. Can you move that? If you're on the south side of City Hall and you got that PSP package, can you move them through the middle of this crowd? We need to form a line from the north side of Broad and Chestnut. I need to start breaking this crowd up. Got armored package that'll break it off, so we'll push south on this side. I just need that state police package come here and watch the flank. All right, then I'll bring the state police package down. Good down. I'm standing on top of one of the pots. If you can have them bring down here, we'll get them together. We can start clearing this crowd out. We have a good little flow that's traveling on the east sidewalk, walking out westbound. We have a nice flow coming out this way. You still want me to push? Because we still have room up here on the south side of City Hall. The crowd isn't that thick on this side. We also have room on Broad Street. It just seems like we just can't get people to move. But I mean, we got room south at Chestnut. Priority, I'm trying to get over the edge here between Broad and Chestnut. I got a box of fireworks on fire in the middle of the street. Can I get fireworks coming down here, please? Broad and Chestnut, we got a fire in the middle of the street for fireworks. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Yeah. CO9. Yeah, we can possibly do a push over here. We can allocate it. Charlie 9. Charlie 9. Charlie 9.
Versus those guys as well. So, and BG versus Lane and Jordan versus, Sweaty and Nolan. And so you have no choice but to get better. And, that it truly is. This is the greatest team sport there is. Iron sharpens iron. I've been saying a lot today and throughout the whole year that you cannot be great without the greatness of others. That applies to coaches. That applies to player to player. Look at the special year. Saquon, has been a special player his entire career, but he was able to make history this year with the things that he did because of the special talents of the guys up front. This is the ultimate team game. And, I know that, and it takes selflessness to be able to Jalen said it awesome one time, just because we're not winning a certain way, it's crazy. Sometimes we're answering questions on how we win. It's hard to win in this league. It's a struggle every week to win in this league. And it's just because we're not winning a certain way or the way people perceive that we should win doesn't mean we can't. And, today we needed, the efforts of everybody. So I don't know. I kind of rambled on that question, but you can't. Long story short, you can't be great without the greatness of others.
Yeah. Chris Murray, Philadelphia Sunday Sun. Coach Sirianni, how much has Jalen Hurts grown since the last Super Bowl and all the ups and downs he had to deal with last year, and especially after the 2-2 mark that everybody criticized him for not for turning the ball over? How much has he grown as a quarterback?
Yeah, he just keeps getting better. He knows how to win. He does a great job of being able to block out all the outside noise. I think it's I find it funny when it's like, well, Jalen is good because he's got a good team around him. Like, that's football. Like, again, you cannot be great without the greatness of others. Like, Jalen can't do it by himself. He needs AJ. He needs that offensive line. He needs Saquon, and vice versa. The reason Saquon has a special year, not only the offensive line, but the attention that Jalen commands for the run game. He's special. Jalen's special. And the criticism, it just blows my mind because I think he's so special and won so many games and works his butt off and just continues to get better, can block out everything and just focus on the task at hand of getting better, putting yourself positioned to win each week. And he does a great job of that. And he had an unbelievable game today when we needed him to, because when you sell out to stop, we knew how good of a coach and how good of a defense that we were playing today. And but when you sell out to stop one thing, another thing opens. And Jalen was able to take advantage of that today. And man, him and this team are world champs forever.
Hi, I'm Carlton with BuzzFeed. The halftime score was shocking to a lot of people. Can you tell me what you said when you went into the locker room at halftime? What was the mood like? What was going through your head? How do you keep the guys focused after just coming out like crazy like that?
One of the things we talked about, we made sure everyone was resting at first, but one of the main things we talked about is be ready for anything, be ready for for different exotic things, things that make them be able to try to get back into the game. But one thing that we really focused on and studied a bunch of, we got to protect the way to get that they can get back into this game is, us going 3 and out on offense, having sacks, having penalties, turning the ball over.
Available. It'll take them a few minutes to make their way around since they're south of that. So when you can, break team 4, 5, and 6. Please meet me just south of the South Gate of City Hall. We're in row. We're trying to make it to the side of Gordon Chestnut. Yeah, just take 13th Street or 15th Street. 4, 5, and 6, and also 39. You got another bike team that can help me out here, right on the corner of Broad and Chestnut on the east side. I'm starting to lose the game here. I need to push this crowd out. People get shoved into the center hip rope. We're going to have to set up and push everybody out. We've learned 1X.
A lot about how the team has come together and that they rely on each other when it comes to big wins like this. We heard from Fred Johnson, who says that we never forgot the vision. We also heard from Jalen Hurts about all the little pieces, kind of talked about it like a puzzle piece, a puzzle that's required to put all of these little pieces together to come to the Super Bowl win. And also from Nick Sirianni saying that you can't be great without the greatness of others.
Yeah, and that's kind of the message that they really seem to key on it. And Sirianni kept mentioning that throughout this great run that they've had since the bye week. They really did come together. I think this team reminded me a lot of the 2017 team that won that Super Bowl. The chemistry they had late in the year. They played their best football at the end. And that's what teams have to do to win titles. I thought that was really part of this story for this team that will be remembered is how they came together. They played for each other, and ultimately, they're world champs.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, our coverage continues.
Underneath the level here for this crowd. And Charlie 100. Okay, we have flight teams 4, 5, and 6 that are available. It'll take them a few minutes to make their way around since they're south of that. So when you can, flight team 4, 5, and 6, please meet me just south of the South Gate of City Hall. Flight team 16, you're in a row. We're trying to make it to the side of Gordon Chestnut. Yeah, just take 13th Street or 15th Street. 4, 5, and 6, and also 9 to 39. You got another flight team that can help me out here, right on the corner of Broad to Chestnut on the east side. I'm starting to lose the gate here. I need to push this crowd out. People get shoved into the center zip code. We're going to have to set up and push everybody out. Group 1X also make their way. Maybe the best way to do it is go off the sidewalk to just south.
Let's go, Bird! There's no idea! Hey! Give me Let's go, Bird! There's no idea! Hey! Give me
Of course, Jason Martinez, my co-anchor, out in New Orleans, right outside the Superdome. And Jason was inside the Superdome for this big win. I would imagine the crowd was just went crazy, Jason.
They were having the time of their lives, in fact, at shock at a 24-0 halftime score and looking at each other as if to say, is this really happening? And then waiting to see if Patrick Mahomes would pull some magic in the second half. And he just never did. The Philadelphia Eagles had an answer every single time, and the defense was just stifling. Speaking of the defense, we heard from the star of their defense, Jalen Carter, moments ago.
Man, it's surreal, man. It's crazy, man. Just seeing everybody smiles and just everybody happy, man, it feels good.
You guys didn't just win this game. You dominated defensively. What was the mentality coming into this game?
Man, we knew we was the number one defense, and we knew we had to still stand on that. We knew they had an explosive offense, and they had an awesome and a great quarterback. That's why we're going down in the Hall of Fame, but we knew we still had to do our job. And we came out, we did it. Them boys got 7, 8 sacks, and them boys just went crazy.
You sure did. I mean, describe the emotions from your teammates, because this defense from day one this year has just been firing, and you guys really showed out again.
Man, I'm really doing it for the OGs, man. BG, Slay, I'm doing it for the older guys, man, because we really is.
starting with Jalen. Jalen didn't look sick tonight.
No, and I feel like it's one of those things where if you can rally, you absolutely have. I mean, look at Brendan Graham, for instance, torn tricep coming in here, and the miraculous turnaround he had from 4 months recovery time to 2 months and change, and he was able to suit up. So I think even if they were dealing with a little something, it didn't really matter. This was the biggest moment of their lives, and boy, did they deliver. Absolute domination here at the Caesars Superdome tonight. And I actually had a chance to catch up with a few guys, including Nazareth's very own, Lehigh Valley's very own Jahan Dotson, first-year player here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And boy, did it cap off nicely. Take a look.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. I can't believe it.
You almost had a touchdown. Of course, it was a little bit short, apparently, according to the refs. But just describe that feeling of being out here and being able to not only just win this game, but dominate.
Yeah. I mean, we knew what it was from the beginning, especially in our room, our receiver room. We knew we were going to be the ones to make plays for the team, and we showed up. We did it.
You're representing the Lehigh Valley on the world's biggest stage right now. Do you have a message for the folks back home at Nazareth?
I love you guys. I appreciate the support. Can't wait to bring a ring back to the 610.
Parade on Broad Street. First of all, could you hear the Eagles fans? Because they seemed like they were drowning everybody else out.
Yeah, absolutely. It was almost like a home game.
How much are you looking forward to that parade?
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Somebody else who is also a first-year player for the Philadelphia Eagles is Zach Bond. And I'm pretty sure I remember in the offseason when that signing happened, I'm like, who is this person?
Two for us. Yeah, baby, yeah, yeah. The Patriots, we brought down the Chiefs. That's how we do it. Yeah, baby.
The most valuable player, everyone is saying, the most valuable player is the New York Giants for this Super Bowl. It has been a week-long party starting Monday, Tuesday. The fans started coming into town, and I'll tell you, these fans were confident, not just confident in a win, but a confident in a blowout, and that's what we got. That's what we got here in New Orleans. Come with me. Look at all this. This is awesome. all these fans, the confetti is still floating down here at the Caesars Superdome. The Eagles celebrating their second Super Bowl in 8 years. We'll bring you back here to New Orleans, where a lot of these people are going to spill out of the Superdome and go right down to Bourbon Street.
Oh,
Maybe we'll
yeah,
see 'em down
and it's
there.
not too far
Birds,
away either.
Super Bowl champs.
Chris, it looks like way more Birds fans are there than KC Chiefs fans, and I'm glad you got to talk to them. It's going to be a long night.
You heard that on the broadcast too, Sheila. I mean, those Eagles fans were loud during that game.
Yeah, you could hear the KC Chiefs fans at the very end, the fourth quarter, trying to bring their team back from misery, but it just didn't work. Valiant effort though at the end, but it just didn't do it. Again, the score 40-22. Let's turn things over to Steve Keeley right now. He's in the Northeast at 5 points. I bet it is Liddy there too, Steve.
All right, well, there is the famous street corner signs to the left. We are at Frankfurt and Cottman, and I found a couple from here in Mayfair who've never been here for a sports celebration. All right, Jessica and Allison, why have you never come out from one of these before?
Huh?
First time here.
Yeah. I had the flu last year. And I was in the military for 20 years, so I haven't been home.
I can't hear what everybody's saying. Tom, come here for a second. All right. What are your thoughts? Is this the worst ever or the craziest it's ever been?
No, it hasn't, but I was here 2 weeks ago and predicted on Fox that we'd be back here, and we are.
All right, so this isn't crazier than 2 weeks ago?
Well, a couple of weeks ago, it was crazy, but we're still early in the night, Steve.
All right. Zahira, just 9 years old. What do you think of all these grown-ups acting crazy like this?
I think they should go in the house and be calm.
All right. I think all the police agree with you.
Yeah.
All right. What do you, Rashida? That's a pretty smart little 9-year-old you got there.
Yes.
What are your thoughts? She says everybody should just go in the house and be calm.
Go Eagles!
All right. I guess you're going to have a tough time getting your aunt going in the house anytime soon.
And I also feel like the Eagles should have won because the last time it was the Eagles against the refs and they cheated us. So, yeah.
All right. I'm going to get you your own sports talk show, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. All right. All right. Look. All right. Here's the youngest fan here, if I can find her. 2 years old. All right. There's a family of 5. A 2-year-old. She won't remember much. What's the thought about bringing a whole family out to this scene?
Was this once in a lifetime chance?
I have once in a lifetime chance. All right, I guess. Look, your husband says once in a lifetime chance. You think the Eagles can come back and win it again too?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah, go
All right, come here. You want to say anything? Hi. All right, what do you think of all these grown-ups acting crazy like this? Hello. Can you hear anything? All right, hang in there and guard your little sister. All right, we're gonna try to walk through this crowd here. Look at this. All right. Nobody got the memo about no fireworks because there have been fireworks going off like crazy. There we go. As I say that, there goes some fireworks. The police are all over the place. They said they'd be here in big numbers, so they're on the billboards, they're on the sidewalk, and so far, it's been pretty peaceful. So we'll come back to Frankfurt and Cottman, and don't be surprised if it's even louder when we see you next.
All right, Steve, you're talking to some really cute and smart kids out there. The little girl you initially spoke with, she said something about the refs. She knows a thing or two about football.
Montoya! 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 Montoya!
Oh, man, how good does it feel to say that? Look at that. These guys are just sliding down that news van. People are jumping over cars already.
All these folks that we see coming, where you see the flashing lights, are coming down and heading down to Broad Street for the big party in Philadelphia. I got one of my friends who was watching the game with me. We were in the convention center. What was it like for you watching the game as we watched these guys celebrate?
Oh my God, it was absolutely insane. The energy, as you can tell, is electric. We love Philadelphia. We live, we die Philadelphia. Like, go Birds, baby. It was absolutely insane. And the fact that we can celebrate tonight, like, is crazy. Because 2 years ago, this should have been us too, but it got taken away. But now we get to come back, take revenge, and take their 3-peat. And we are Philadelphia. We live Philadelphia. We die Philadelphia. Go Birds, baby. Let's go. Like, we live for this.
We are Philadelphia. You know what's so cool about the reporting team tonight? All of us tonight are from the area. Me and Kelly Rule, we're from Westchester. Steve Quilly and also Cheyenne, they're from Philadelphia. We're in Philly. It's your hometown team reporting. These guys deserve to win. That's who it's for tonight. It's for the fans. And by the way, before I let you go, you're no longer in Philly anymore, but you still feel the Philly love.
I live in Nashville now, but I had to fly back for this Super Bowl. It is unlike anything to be in Philadelphia when, you know, playoffs are going on any sport. We live and die for this city, no matter what sport's going on. And the fact that I could celebrate in Philly for my Eagles, it is absolute. It's a dream. It's a dream, and it's unlike any experience you could really have.
We won the Super Bowl.
We won the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 59, Philadelphia Eagles. Like, we love it. We live for this.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you for your time.
You got it. I love that. So she flew in from Nashville just to be part of the party. That's how much she believed. Oh, it's all about the green here on Arch Street at the Convention Center. We're going to be following all these fans down to Broad Street. I can't wait to see how this develops as the night goes on. Look at all the smiles. Look at all the loves. This is what it's all about, guys.
It's such
Back
a
to you, Shiva.
beautiful thing, Drew. It's just a beautiful thing to see and to let it sink in these moments and minutes after we have become Super Bowl champs for the second time in 7 years. A real pinch me moment, a real prideful moment for the city, and we just can't wait to celebrate the team when they come back here to Philadelphia. And we can actually say it now, Scott, for the parade.
Yes, we can actually say the word parade. Yeah, that's going to be exciting, isn't it? And just to bring everybody up to speed, the Eagles just got the Lombardi Trophy moments ago. Jeffrey Lurie took it, held it up, just like he did back in Minneapolis. And yeah, I mean, the party is really going on now, and it's just so exciting for anybody who's been around here. I mean, you know, growing up here, and somebody my age, I'm 46. Okay, I put it out there. 1993 World Series, Joe Carter, disappointment, right? He ended that. The 2014 that went to the Super Bowl, the Eagles lost by 3 to the Patriots. Then they finally got one in 2018. Got back there 2 years ago. The Phillies got to the World Series, couldn't get it done a few years ago, and the Eagles now get their second Lombardi Trophy. It's just amazing.
Second Lombardi Trophy, and it feels like such a short period of time, especially when you consider we were in the Super Bowl just 2 years ago. But this city definitely needed this. We've seen the team just make a wonderful transformation over this season, starting out really rocky and coming together in such a natural, beautiful way. The way this team has bonded. You had 2 birthdays today, Saquon Barkley and Cooper DeJean. And what an amazing play by Cooper DeJean at just 22 years old today.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what a birthday present for him. That pick 6 at that time, Shiva, really helped establish some of the tone that they set. And the next pass that Patrick Mahomes threw after that was intercepted by Zach Vaughn. You know, they're not going to be named it. This Eagles defense, to me, was the MVP of this Super Bowl for sure. And listen to this. I just did, simple math here. The Eagles scored 95 points combined between the NFC Championship game and the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, no one expected a blowout. We, of course, as Birds fans, knew that they would win this, but this score, 40-22?
40-22, yeah.
40-22 was shocking. Shockwaves. And I think if you were not an Eagles fan, you probably would have thought that the game was a little boring, right? But we were living up every moment, every play, every quarter was exhilarating to us. And yeah, good luck getting past our defense. Even when it came down to the fourth quarter, I said, okay, the Chiefs are picking up steam, but you can't get past our defense, number one in the league.
Yeah, I mean, they at one point this game was 34-0. They had shut out Patrick Mahomes well into the third quarter.
They embarrassed him.
They did. Honestly, I think this was Patrick Mahomes' worst game as a pro. I haven't had the chance to look at that statistically, but he was sacked more tonight than he had been at any time in his career.
Right ready, I receive that. CO2, Isaac 1. Isaac 1. All right, just quick progress report. About 500 to 600 out here, peaceful, coming and going. We still got the street closed. Just give you feeling that. All right, Scott, really good. Isaac 1 is CO39. Right ready, I receive that. CO2, Isaac 1. Isaac 1. All right, just quick progress report. About 500 to 600 out here, peaceful, coming and going. We still got the street closed. Just give you update on that. All right, Scott, really good. Isaac 1 is CO39. Right ready, I receive that. CO2, Isaac 1.
Fox 29 News is sponsored by Toyota, official partner of Super Bowl 59.
We got to stop that 3-P. Are you guys ready? Go Birds all day, every day. We come to take that ball back. Sunday Super Bowl brunch.
We have treats. Go Birds.
Go Birds. Eagle Ray. American people. It's Super Bowl Sunday. I can't believe the day has arrived.
Super Bowl 59 is underway.
Throws as it gets hit, it's incomplete.
Eagles defense has done so well.
It's intercepted again. For Barkley, who hangs on.
He is going deep, and it is caught. Touchdown!
For the second time, the Vince Lombardi Trophy is headed to Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah. A live look across the city of Philadelphia with Eagles fans celebrating with the Birds' second Super Bowl win. You're looking live at Xfinity Live, where the crowd just won't go home, and they're not going to go home for a while. Also, a live look along Broad Street, right near City Hall, the Northeast, outside the Pennsylvania Convention Center, right in the heart of Center City. It is going to be a long night. The score for this game, in case you missed it, 40-22, the Eagles dominating the Kansas City Chiefs. A long night of celebrations across the city of brotherly love, and we will be here with you all night long. Jason Martinez, my co-anchor, he's been there all week long. Jason, we were nervous this morning.
Yes.
Anxiety was high.
say a little bit of a party's going on, maybe? A little bit? Oh, yeah. This was crazy. This game, no one would have thought that this would happen. Look at this guy's haircut. I can't imagine what it's like on Broad Street tonight, but actually seeing this game, what was it like in here tonight? Can you give us a taste?
It was phenomenal. Philadelphia, congratulations. The trophy is in your hands once again where it needs to be. Go Eagles!
This was an old-fashioned South Philly butt whooping. Send those Chiefs back to Kansas City. What was it like?
We're going from Broad Street to Bourbon to Broad Street. It was just exceptional. We can't ask for more. We cannot ask for more.
Now, they're planning on a Mardi Gras parade here in a couple weeks, but I don't think it's going to compare to what's going to go on Broad Street.
Not.
Yeah, look at this. Tell me about your haircut.
I love it. It's the best thing in the world.
Give me a go, Bird. A lot of these people are going to go out these doors and spill out to Bourbon Street for an old-fashioned New Orleans Big Easy celebration. The Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions, Philadelphia. Go out and enjoy it.
That's insane. That's insane. That's insane. That's insane.
The streets of Philadelphia and enjoying this moment as they should. And as for the team, Breland, culture was cemented tonight, right? We hear about the culture of some of these dynasties like the Chiefs, the Patriots. Nick Sirianni's culture was cemented tonight. And I'm not going to say this team's going to come out and repeat, but they're definitely in the conversation. This team is young. The defense is extremely young. You have a quarterback in his prime, receivers in their prime. Why not? Why not consider them next year to come back because of this team culture that Nick Sirianni has built? And by the way, Nick Sirianni, I have to believe in the offseason, and this will be a story, I'm sure, will be extended, no doubt.
Oh, absolutely. And Jason, you know what? You're completely right. I think this should silence every criticism of this team. And there have been so many doubters because they weren't winning the right way. Jalen Hurts, can he really do the job? Nick Sirianni, I don't know about him. And the constant narrative surrounding this team and the doubt, despite the fact that statistically and on paper, they have had an incredible run under Nick Sirianni, minus the obvious collapse of 2023, but they've been to 2 Super Bowls now under his guidance, and the fact that he was able to finally seal the deal, Jalen Hurts as well, finally sealing the deal, being MVP of the Super Bowl. I think the players are correct. What else does anyone have to say about this team? They dominated the best team in football. That's all we heard about. Kansas City Chiefs, three-peat, this, that, and the third. And they really had no answer for this Eagles team. And it was incredible to watch. It was shocking to watch, actually. But then you think about what we've watched this team do all season long, and we really shouldn't be blown away because this is how they've been dominating this entire time, especially the defense.
It's really about the defense because Breland, Saquon Barkley had 57 yards on the ground and they still found other ways to win. They did not establish the running game today, but Jalen Hurts and the offense still found ways to be productive. They found ways to adjust. That says a lot about how great this team is. The defense, when they needed to get stops earlier in the game, they did. When they were trying to stop any kind of Patrick Mahomes comeback, they did. It's a storybook season. If you had told me after week 4 that this team would win the Super Bowl, I'd have told you were nuts. And the way they've done it, they did not have
You
home
wanted Nick
field.
Sirianni fired.
Detroit. I did want Nick Sirianni fired after week 4, and I will take the L. I will take the L on that, no doubt. I want Nick Sirianni extended. I am so proud of this team. They deserve every accolade. Like I said, legacies were born tonight. Let's bring in Scott and Sheba. Legacies were born tonight, and Nick Sirianni has become probably one of the all-time great coaches in Eagles history. If you look at his regular seasons, and now you cap it off with a Super Bowl victory, he has to be in there.
Yeah, it's really interesting, Jason. He is going to be due a contract for sure, and they're going to have to pay the man. But it was interesting because earlier this week he was asked about his opening press conference, and of course we talked about this many times, right, on the Fantastic Sports Show.
They're Chiefs fans. Kansas City, forget it.
Can we go in those? Yeah, that's pretty nice.
That's all I'm going to
It's not going for me.
We're both free. Lock them off. Lock them off. You gotta go. They're Chiefs fans. Kansas City, forget it.
Can we go in those? Yeah, that's pretty nice.
That's all I'm going to
It's not going for me.
We're both free. Lock them off. Lock them off. You gotta go. They're Chiefs fans. Kansas City, forget it.
Can we go in those? Yeah, that's pretty nice.
That's all I'm going to
We are all part of the royal we, aren't we, for this winning team here? We're all celebrating together. Could have been very different, but of course we saw the game. The Chiefs, they barely showed up. So now everybody's out here getting their gear. It's the very latest from Willow Grove. Back to you guys.
All right, Deanna Durante live in Willow Grove. Thank you for that. And these celebrations continue late into the night here in Philadelphia. You can see folks waving their flags, celebrating. We've seen dozens of law enforcement in their tactical gear. And we've heard from our reporters on the ground that they have been controlling the crowd, asking some to move out off of Broad Street, but still a great number of people out who are celebrating. We expect them to be out there all night because this is such a big win for the Eagles in franchise history.
I know in some areas they were trying to disperse the crowd, thin it out a little bit, but that's going to be a challenge. Still fresh off this win, they are going to be out there if they can, as long as they can celebrate. We want to go right now to some sound from Jordan Mailata, who had an incredible year. Tim Furlong caught up with him and his family. Let's listen.
I'm here with one of the most important moms in Philadelphia right now, who's not from Philadelphia, from Australia. Mama Mailata, how are you feeling?
To be honest, so excited, so happy for him and the team.
I saw you over there in the confetti. How blissful is it to be in this?
It's beautiful. Never happened in my life, this sort of things.
Are you still shocked that your rugby player is now one of the best football players in the biggest sport in the world? How did this happen?
he worked for it, and now his dream come true. I mean, we are so happy. Me and my husband and the other kids are back home. We're so happy.
What does this
And
mean?
now for me, it's worth it. 16-hour travel to come,
That's right.
and he's winning.
That's so great.
Yeah.
What does this mean back in Australia to see him having the success that he's having, and what it means for other kids and the sport of U.S. football there? Milo, you want to
Everything. Yes. So Jordan's brother. It's actually everything that's going on right now. There is no words to describe, especially from his background that he's come from. All of that kind of stuff. Just blessings. That's all it is.
I got a thing though. Here's the thing. You got some size on you.
Hey, no.
You look like a running back, man. You look like a running back.
Sure.
You can do it. I know you could do it. Another Mailata in the Eagles family. I could see it now. Super Bowl champion brothers.
Here's Saquon Barkley for the first time, sneaking around the edge and spinning his way up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 4 yards on that first run. Here's Hurts. Can't find anyone. Now looks and throws on the run. Has a completion. It's Devontae Smith who's inbounds for a first down. Hurts has some time. Zips it to Barkley, who is taken down. What a great tackle by Nick Bolton.
On third down, not a bad idea by Kellen Moore in this Eagles offense.
Third down, no blitz here, but Hurts has some pressure. Steps away, looking to run. Hurts racing towards the mark, not going to get there. Brian Cook came up from the safety spot to make that stop. Hurts from the gun. Back to pass, going deep. Far sideline. Caught! A.J. Brown. There's a penalty too, but Brown with a big play over McDuffie. And let's see if it holds.
Pass interference. Offense.
Whoa!
10-yard penalty. If he thought that.
Just getting off the press on McDuffie.
Honestly, picture this. First year.
You think about it, when I got here, this was the goal. You envision it, you had dreams about it, but when it comes to life, it shocks you. God is good. I'm just happy to be here and celebrate with everybody. Shout out to everybody back in Philly. You couldn't do without you guys. Much love.
How special is this team? The unselfishness of everybody.
Super special. We knew what we have in this organization with this team, and why not our dynasty start now?
We were just listening in to John Clark with Saquon Barkley, and we just got word that the parade, the Super Bowl parade, there's a date. It's planned for Friday, the best weather day, because I think there's some snow coming Wednesday, Thursday. So Friday, the Super Bowl parade, Broad Street's going to have similar energy, just a whole different vibe.
And what we're seeing now, what Johnny's seeing, just a preview of what we're going to see on Friday when we see that parade, Johnny.
Yeah, we'll be right back here Friday for the parade, but we are out here at Broad and Locust right now. We're on what I call the bird's nest. We're at the Cambria Hotel on the balcony. What I call the bird's nest above everybody right now, taking a look at Broad Street. And you can see people are starting to clear out. Philadelphia police have been asking folks to start to clear out about an hour and 15 minutes ago. And people are starting to listen. But I'll tell you, Fred, what you're saying has been peaceful celebration. That's what we've been seeing. You know, nothing but smiles, joy, hug, laughter, people celebrating, having a good time, singing the Eagles fight song, saying the Eagles chant. Just so proud of this Philadelphia Eagles organization for getting them to this point, winning the Super Bowl in such a dominant fashion. I mean, gosh, I don't think we thought it was going to be like that. I mean, what a blowout. I mean, the first half just completely blew out the Kansas City Chiefs, and just the entire game, they just really dominated, especially the defense there. But back here on the ground in Center City, people are starting to clear out a little bit.
For the second time, the Vince Lombardi Trophy is headed to Philadelphia. Eagles fly in Super Bowl 59.
Whoa, watch the camera, guys. We gotta get
This year, Taco Bell is making fans the stars of their big game.
Biggest news event that happened in the history of Philadelphia was the Super Bowl.
Yes.
The first one. And
Yes.
then the Declaration of Independence.
In that order.
In that order. So here we are, another Super Bowl celebration. It is a big deal. I mean, this fan base is amazing, incredible passion behind this team.
And the anthem really is Fly Eagles Fly, but you just heard that chant there as we take another live look over the city. We've seen a lot of different angles, different vantage points. Always Broad Street is an area where people congregate. In 2018, 2 weeks ago when they won the NFC Championship, and 2 years ago, of course, when they lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. Tonight, redemption. Broad Street, Frankfurt and Kottman, Xfinity Live. And now we're learning tonight also retail stores, because people are trying to get a lot of this merchandise that says Super Bowl champions and that branding. We're looking down there and there is a car that we see trying to move through the crowd. We see at least one vehicle there, I believe another vehicle to the left of it as well.
And this has to be a concern for law enforcement because of what we saw 2 weeks ago in Spring Garden, where, we had an accident of someone driving through.
This is 15th and JFK for this exact location.
And they've got barriers up to control that, to keep people from driving through. And we know police are there. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that. But you can see people still walking, mostly foot traffic of people celebrating.
And we also saw a light pole that was being carried through the crowd. So dangerous, as heavy as those light poles are, and what could happen with that. They moved those light poles out of the way, but the fact that they were lifted off the ground and carried away.
We're going to go to NBC 10 Shire Aris, who is South Philadelphia, where you got some familiar faces around you, some happy folks celebrating.
I'm so glad that you mentioned that, Fred, because honestly, I did see some of the same people that were out here celebrating when we won the NFC Championship. We are literally standing right outside of Casey's house. She said to me that because we are using her stoop, we have to interview her, right? So, Casey, how excited are you? What does this win mean to you?
It means everything. I'm so excited. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it.
Did you feel it that we were gonna win?
Oh, I felt it from the very first whistle.
As soon as we did the first touchdown?
As soon as we got the first whistle, I felt it.
Is this your best friend?
This is my best friend. Philly, Delaware.
All of it. And this is a celebration for the East Coast. Honest with you guys. And I want to give you one last look all the way towards the end. You can see right here in Marconi Plaza how many people have gathered. It is an entire celebration. Plenty of officers are in the area. I actually want to show you guys that even our police officers are wearing the green right over here. Show them, show them, show them, show them. There we go. There we go. Well, I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studio. We're going to keep celebrating. We're having a good time.
Undercover fan right there.
That's right. Shaira, thank you. There are 4 players from the 2018 Super Bowl team that are playing this year. Only 4. BG, Brandon Graham, Jake Elliott, Rick Lovato, the long snapper, and Lane Johnson. So they are now sporting 2 Super Bowl rings. Let's go to John Clark, who is in the locker room with one of those guys, Lane Johnson. Let's listen to that.
And for you to accomplish this, 2 Super Bowls, give us an idea of how meaningful that is for yourself, your teammates, and the city of Philadelphia. Yeah, well, you do it for a city of Philadelphia who has that passion for football. You do it for people like BG, who's coming off of surgery and playing his final game as an Eagle. People like Vic Fangio, it's his first ring. But hats off to the defense. Philly has party safely tonight. And we'll see you in a few days. It was real fun. And you know you're one of only 4 athletes on this team that win multiple championships in Philadelphia. How special of an accomplishment is that? It's awesome. Like I said, Rick, Jake, just all that adversity you have to deal with pro sports. BG, multiple surgeries, coming back. Just in time, just got cleared and had a couple big plays in the game. So, just a moment. It's a little bit different when you're projected to be a good team rather than be an underdog. So, it was a different season, but the night's still young, so we're enjoying it. Final question for you. I know you put your body through a lot. You played through stuff. You played through a lot of stuff. How, with the sacrifices that you made, how much is it worth it to get to this final spot? Yeah, well, I feel good.
So once again, once you bring the camera up, everybody starts coming towards the camera. It's crazy. Yeah, it's, as you can see, folks are trying to get a bird's eye view of the action down here. I don't know if you can see. You probably can't. So I'll see if this dies down for a second. People are tripping